Hello everybody, welcome back.
Hi.
And then there's Sleepyhead. How you doing? We are talking about Nazo no Kanojo X. Nazo no Kanojo X. There you go. I did it without flubbering it that time. So, let's start off like we always start off. Yes or no? Yay or nay? Yahweh or no way?
No.
Enthusiastic. I like it.
Just I didn't like it.
Alright, so...
I found myself making fun of it more than anything while I was watching it.
That's pretty
Like,
accurate.
It was okay. My main reasoning was the characters were bland. The story was very boring. And it was kind of disgusting.
That it was.
Okay. It wasn't disgusting in the sense that it was like quote unquote perverted. It was the whole story revolves around tasting other people's saliva and drool, and not just like by kissing or something like that. Literally like
Just
sticking
straight up.
just sticking your finger in your mouth and then having them suck on your finger like that. It's just messed up. Like
This is so rough.
I couldn't even I got like halfway through this series. I'm just like I can't. Like it was boring.
See, I noticed that it's still pretty boring, but if you took it like something else, right? Like it's not them swapping spit, right? If it was just any other form, like it's just like it kind of gets to you because you're like, oh no, she's gonna know exactly what you're thinking, or
My main thought was like like if I make it through to the end for like with just all like the just subtle little things, please God tell me she's an alien.
and the series ends, and that is not the case.
What the? That's dumb. Because sharing saliva with her apparently causes wounds to transfer and get shared. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I should say that's not how it ends in terms of the actual anime. In terms of the manga, there's 5 manga volumes, and there's only 10 episodes?
There's 13 and an
Oh,
OVA.
okay, so there's 13 in OVA. I don't know why that this doesn't have the complete list of episodes, but anyway, so it should go much further in the manga. We're not judging it by that, but I will say the end has one of the funniest moments. Cause it's a slog. I'm not gonna lie. The entire series it's
Because it was when I'm like actually interested or like somewhat interested in an anime, it hap sorry, I almost lost my train of thought for a second. It
ow.
well, I had to like halfway yawn. Um, I'm just remembering is making me sleepy. Like seriously, this series was boring, and like whenever I have at least somewhat of a small interest in a show, like I'll watch it and I'll be like, oh okay, I'm curious as to what happens next, and before I know it, the episode's over. I'm like that was a fast like 20 minutes or so, and but like with this, it was like I'm like oh my god, I'm like please, this episode has to be close to over, and I'll look at it and I'll be like great, I'm not even halfway done.
Did you ever get to an episode where she went to there's an episode where it kind of starts where she goes to school without panties on
Yep.
just to fuck with him?
Well, she did like there was an episode she did that where with the other guy like confessing to her,
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
and she did that because she wanted to see if she potentially shared a bond with that guy, because she had the other guy like taste her drool, and like he didn't feel anything from it.
And then she gave it to Akira, and his nose just immediately started bleeding.
Yeah,
It's just what the fuck. This show's so dumb.
it
It's so dumb.
it really is. Like I didn't have a favorite character. The plot was just not non-existent. Like it was like, where did you even find this?
Don't ask questions.
I'm asking questions.
I find
I'm
weird stuff.
You find really weird stuff. Like sometimes weird isn't bad, but like
No, this one was totally bad.
just the last, like your last suggestion, the a world where dirty jokes don't exist, like that was actually good.
Well, yeah,
But it was weird as fuck.
see, I find things, and then I just kind of see where they go, and they could be horrible. I'm actually I'm actually stealing my roommate's Netflix, and I'm totally watching Teeth at some point, probably tonight, just because I hear it's bad.
Like the movie Teeth?
Yeah.
Oh god. Why? Like
Because it's bad. Like,
I've never seen it, but I've heard about it. Like
vagina dentata. What a terrible phrase.
what the fuck?
Vagina dentata. A botched circumcision for days. It means no children for the rest of your days. If you want a free vasectomy, vagina dentata.
That's more of a castration.
Don't start with me. But yeah, no, I watch terrible stuff.
Yeah, I think you need to learn your lingo of dick procedures.
Because I wasn't planning on any of them, and it went way better with the song. Just saying.
Did you hear that, or did you like improv that?
I think I heard of it places, and then there were like parts missing, so I kind of just filled them in.
Fair enough.
But actually, I think that was 4chan.
Oh god.
I think it was like a series of posts by all different people, like being each line. Like
Wow.
one of the few wins of the internet.
Heck, God knows there's only a few.
Wow, that was savage, man.
Okay, come on. You gotta admit, the internet is kind of a shitty place most of the time.
It's kind of a cesspool. But so we don't have favorite characters.
Do you have one?
I really don't. Well, near the end, Makoto has some moments that are just hilarious.
Yeah.
Because like at one point, this girl is trying to separate her and Akira, and because she likes Akira, and there's the whole "can you tell my spit from her spit" or whatever, and she does it first, and it's like whatever, and then she's like wearing like a cardboard box suit, because why not? Because the show's weird. And,
yeah.
And like immediately nose just blows up. He falls over and he's like, "Are you naked under there?"
Of course, that's his first reaction. I will say that I will say there were a couple of okay funny moments with like especially with Mikoto. She was I think just like one of the funnier parts was just when Akira was going on about like one of his dreams. It was like a dream where they actually did it.
Oh
And like he
yeah.
he was just like, "Oh yeah, it's a secret." And like she tasted his drool so she could like
It just
basically learn the dream. Her nose just starts bleeding and
is
she's
that
like,
the one where
"You
she
have
is that the one where she brought out the scissors and like cut him?
no. She's
Oh,
like,
because that happens once.
no. Her thing was she's like, "You have the right to dream anything you want. You're like you don't like your dreams are what you want them to be. I have no right to judge you. But if we were to do that, there is no way a doll would be strapped to my head."
Oh yeah. God damn it! I remember that. Oh,
Like, just
what the hell?
just her reaction, that was actually pretty funny.
Just like she's just like nonchalant as fuck. Just
She is very just doesn't care.
oh man, just the way it starts, like the way the show starts is just like awful, and I'm all like, I have to see where this goes. Like the rabbit hole, man.
It was just the beach episode was just weird, where he just like gets a nosebleed and just like gets like super turned on just by seeing the tan line of her scissors.
Dude, I'm sorry, but the whole scissors thing is one of the funniest things I think I've ever
It
seen.
makes no sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't need to. She just has scissors.
And just like the crap that she can do with it, just like strengthened my thought of her just being an alien. Plus the fact that like all she has like on her book bag and like on her pens and stuff, she
Yeah,
just
she's
has
got
like those UFOs,
the UFO. So yeah, no, that's
the UFOs.
well, that's the thing is like this. It should never get another season. It's dead.
No,
Thank
yeah,
goodness. But at the
like
same point, like there's so much that's just like, but why?
do you know when this show came out?
It should say on here. I don't see it. It says it was aired in 2004.
It sounds about right. Like immediately when it started, I'm like, wow, this is definitely a little bit older of an animation style.
Oh, okay. So the manga was from 2006 to 2014. The television series went from is a 2012. So it was just in
Mhm. The I well like even still like the animation style was like it almost seemed kind of older.
yeah, I think that was just harking back to the manga.
Yeah, I could see that. There are some series where like the characters don't hardly look anything close to what their manga versions look like.
Yeah. See, I
Like
think.
what
Oh,
the
sorry.
big example I could think of was I know we did an episode on it. It's a series you didn't like. It was Oh My Goddess.
Yeah.
Like the going from like the anime going from like I watched the anime first and then I went and read the manga because obviously the manga was like way longer and
Yes.
like going and I started from the beginning. Well, the main dude didn't look like anything like the like in the anime. Same with Belle Dandy, the main goddess. Like she didn't look hardly anything like she did in the anime, and I'm like, is this even the same really the same series? Like, it didn't make any sense. But then I'm just like, no, it's accurate, and I just kept reading, and like as I went on, like you can tell like as it goes on, he changed more, like his appearance, and then he looked kind of more. They both looked more like they did in the anime.
Yeah, I think this was just to make him more consistent in between the two mediums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't have.
Yeah, which
I don't actually
they
don't have a problem with the animation at all. I thought it
no,
was well done for.
I didn't have a problem with it either. I was just saying, I'm like, wow, this looks like it's an older one. Like I wasn't saying it in like a bad way. It was just it. There's I could like there are certain series like I looked at. I'm like, wow, this kind of reminds me of like the art style of like Inuyasha or something.
Yeah. Well, I think my huge problem with it is like, so we're on the wiki right now, and there's like 5 main characters, and they could have done so much more to put those characters more in depth
Yeah, I guess.
for the time that they had, and that would have made things more interesting. I think it would have gotten at least myself more involved in it than.
At least Akira's like best friend was kind of goofy.
That is true. He was kind of an oddball.
He was a comic relief.
Yeah, and the series desperately needed more.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess they were trying to be more serious, which just sounds weird to say when they're talking about spit and sharing emotions and stuff. Like,
Yeah, and whenever it got like super sappy, like romantic, it just got interrupted with Mikoto just almost throwing up drool.
yeah, that's disgusting. Oh god.
Like every
That
time,
was...
it was just so gross.
It
Like,
was.
and there wasn't really even a plot to this series
It
either.
really, it really wasn't. Which, I don't know. I thought, like, I like it only because it's bad. And because I like bad things.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know you like bad
I would
things.
never recommend it to anybody else. But,
Oh, gee, thanks.
dude, I can't give you good stuff all the time, man. Otherwise, this would be a very one-sided show.
Yeah, I'm not saying like it was like bad and it should burn in hell. It's just it was boring to me. It was very, very boring.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say it was bad because it was poorly paced. Characters could have been way deeper involved. You know, you could have been. They could have shown more because they didn't have many characters to begin with, so they should have been more involved
So
with that.
it boils down to my same point. It was boring.
Yeah. So.
Like it did nothing to really like hook you in.
Yeah. Besides being slightly grossed out by drool.
Yeah. Okay. But like almost every show, it has like a couple golden moments of comedy.
Yeah, and those don't
And,
happen until like way late in the series, which you didn't even get to.
Yeah. I mean, there were a few parts from what I watched, but
Well,
more
yeah.
often than not, it was just kind of like meh.
Yeah. Nope, I agree. So.
Are we really forgetting anything?
I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah. Do you want to just kind of wrap it up?
You have to do that because you have to come up with a suggestion for next week.
I wasn't sure if you had anything else to say.
No, fuck this show.
Fair enough.
How was that?
All right. Well, how long have we been going, anyways?
About 20 minutes.
Wow, I didn't think we were going that long. Anyways, next week, I'm giving you a suggestion that one of my coworkers gave me because she saw me rereading one of my Monster Musume mangas.
All right, we reviewed that, so.
Yes, it was our second review. It was and she was reading like the description of the back of the book. It was the volume I was reading introduced 3 of the characters' moms, and like she's like, wow, she's like, this kind of sounds like an anime I watched. I'm like, which one? She's like, I think you'd actually like it. So I'm giving you Rosario Vampire.
I don't know how to react to this.
So, yeah, I thought I'd give you a little bit of backstory as to like how I found this.
Okay.
So,
I have no idea where this is going, and I'm kind of alarmed.
well, there's 2 seasons of it, and yeah, so yeah.
Oh, well, I guess we're just gonna have to go with it, huh?
Yeah, each one's like 13 episodes, I want to say, so.
Alright, well, let's see if we can make it through all 2 seasons.
Yeah, if not, oh well.
I know you will. You and your standards.
Well, generally, if one of us gives the suggestion, it means that we've watched the entirety of the series.
Yeah, usually.
All right, but if you guys managed to, if anybody's watching and they made it this far, go ahead and suggest stuff to us.
Make sure it's bad. I love bad stuff. Just.
Oh God. No, because that means I have to watch bad stuff, and I don't like bad stuff. I'm not masochistic like you.
You're gonna watch it, you're gonna not like it because it's bad.
You're gonna watch it and you're not gonna like it. Wait, what?
I'm calling it. Bye, guys.
Bye.